Recently I observed an elegantly dressed, well-groomed, middle-aged woman, who looked like someone from a higher social class, walking down a residential street in a large city with two dogs. When one dog took a dump, the elegant woman put on a glove and cleaned it up into a paper bag. She carried the bag with the warm dog poop to a garbage can a few hundred meters away. This woman has to walk her two dogs at least twice a day, so every year she will collect at least 1,500 pieces of dog poop, and over the course of her pets' lives, over 20,000 pieces of poop in front of their neighbors. For comparison, a human child will take about 2,000 poops, requiring intervention from its parents until it learns to use the potty. In this respect, one dog requires the same care as 5 children. In today's episode, we will find out what percentage of households in Europe have dogs. The presented infographic comes from the Visual Capitalist application, link in the description. The average for Europe is 25%, which means that every 4th home has at least one dog. The trend of breeding more than one dog is growing among pet owners. The map immediately shows that the largest number of dog lovers live in Central Europe. Hungary 50%, Poland 49%, Romania 45%, the Czech Republic 42%. Many households have dogs in Slovenia and Portugal, 39% each, Lithuania 34%, Great Britain 33%. The smallest percentage of dog owners is in Turkey 5%, with Switzerland, Greece, Sweden, Austria, Norway and the Netherlands having a dozen or so percent each. France and Germany, a dog in every 5th home. In the past, dogs performed utilitarian functions, mainly related to protecting property. Today, they are life companions for their owners. Taking care of a dog requires not only time but also money. The average monthly cost of keeping a dog is at least €50, but it is often over €100. Today, the market for dog products has a very wide range of products. The annual cost of keeping a dog is equivalent to a foreign holiday for one person. At the same time, residents of countries with the highest percentage of households owning dogs are among the poorest in the entire European Union. Only 2 to 5% of Hungarians, Poles, Romanians and Czechs invest in shares. Among the most dog-friendly countries in Europe, Czechs and Hungarians have household savings at the level of the European average, a dozen or so percent. It can be seen that owning dogs will not destroy the household budget. In this group, Poles behave extremely extravagantly. Only 3% of Poles are able to save up after meeting basic existential expenses. This is the lowest level in the European Union. Despite this, every second family takes on one or more dogs for the care of them. It must be remembered that pets are vectors of viruses, bacteria, protozoa and parasites that are dangerous to humans. According to data from Animal Health Europe, only a few to a dozen or so percent of dogs are subject to proper veterinary supervision in this area. This means that over 80% of dog owners are exposed to the transmission of zoonotic parasites in everyday contact with their pets. The problem is so serious that doctors dealing with blood transfusions are calling for special tests for the presence of zoonotic protozoa among blood donors. I don't know what the reasons are for such a high percentage of dog ownership in Central European countries. Perhaps Hungarians, Poles, Romanians and Czechs like animals so much that they are willing to give them a part of their lives for walks, feeding and all the activities they require. Perhaps dogs are a substitute for children for Hungarians, Poles, Romanians and Czechs. One of the materials on this channel discussed an infographic illustrating the demographic collapse of Central European countries. There is a saying that a dog is a man's best friend. If so, then Hungarians and Poles value animal friendship more than human friendship in every second home. And what did you conclude from the presented data? Write a comment.